Hi, and welcome to the second session in our series called 7 Love Letters. So we're opening up these letters that Jesus writes to his church in the book of Revelation. We want to listen to him. He's like a master chef who helps us with our cooking so that we can get the love recipe right. You know, be careful. Don't put too much oil. Don't put too much salt. These are the kinds of things that Jesus writes to his church so that they can get love right. Session 1 was about don't lose your first love. Keep your faith alive and fresh. I mean, we all love fresh fruit. And nobody wants a faith that is stale. You know, in Revelations 2 verse 7, it says, anyone with ears to hear must listen to the Spirit and understand what he is saying to the churches. In fact, this phrase, being able to listen to the Spirit and then being able to hear what Jesus says, that is repeated at the end of every one of the 7 letters to the churches. So it's important for us to make sure that during this session and all the other sessions, we're really listening, not just to what I'm saying, not just to what the home group is going to discuss, but importantly, what is the Holy Spirit saying to you in this session as we read words that Jesus writes to us. Each session will help us with a particular area that we need to watch in our relationship with God. It'll actually help us with our love relationships with all of the other people in our lives as well, whether that's our wives, our husbands, children, parents, even best friends. So let's get right into it. You know how we said that sometimes we can get the wrong picture of love? Well, it's possible to get the wrong picture of loving God. Sometimes we can imagine that being married to God or having a life with him will be just a bed of roses. I mean, God's perfect, right? That now that we're Christian, everything's going to go well for us. We're going to have the promotion that we want. We're going to have the good looks that we want to have, and all the things are just going to work out great for us. Maybe we even think that about some of our great love relationships, like, oh, if I just marry this woman, life is just going to be great. Well, Jesus writes to the church in Smyrna, and he asks them not to fear because they are about to suffer. It's kind of like the advice that we give to engaged couples or soon-to-be parents. Get ready. You are about to suffer. It's going to be difficult, but don't give up. You see, part of the love recipe, all great love stories involve us going through difficulty because of love. Love is not shallow. Love is not only there for the good times and the happy feelings. Our faith is supposed to be resilient. In fact, instead of transforming the circumstances around our life to make it comfortable, our faith, our great love relationships are supposed to transform us, making us better, not necessarily our lives better. That's why it says in our passage, we are to be faithful unto death, and then I will give you the crown of life. I hope today that you will read the letter that Jesus writes to the church in Smyrna as he encourages them for the tribulation and the trial and the suffering that is coming. Here's what you need to know about being a Christian and loving God. We need to be faithful unto death. And it says in Revelation that the one who conquers will then not be hurt by the second death. You see, there is more at stake than just today's problems and worries. More at stake than just your current conflicts and your issues. The book of Revelation talks about eternity. It talks about the greatest love, the most important love relationship in your life. And so perhaps right now you're being persecuted, or you feel like you're being slandered or falsely accused, like in the book of Revelation for Smyrna. But the thing is, we all suffer for love. It's part of the recipe. I hope you have a good discussion about it. God bless.